today we are finishing our last shape in area because, like chapter 9, I told you at the beginning of this chapter, we just started this chapter this week. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
11:4 is some random, like pentagon. You already know triangle, hexagon, and then when we take, it's called compositions.
What the heck?
This is really good fun. Like, you have to learn all the other stuff to get to, because let's be real, they're not going to put this on the ACT, right? They're not going to put this on the ACT. What are they going to put on the ACT? That, right there. So you're welcome. Okay. All right, so we're on our last formula we have to remember for the areas. So you have circle and you have sector of a circle. Circle area formula is A equals pi r squared.
Flip to the front.
Flip to the front and write for circle. Well, there's a circle.
Oh crap! I
can't
wrote
draw a
it in the
circle.
wrong space.
Oh, okay. Area equals pi r squared. Let's go ahead and let's talk about what a sector is since we're here. A sector is just a piece of a circle. So, for example, if it's a piece, I'm going to call this angle x. So you can find pieces of circles and not the whole circle. And the formula for that is you take however many degrees that is. What do you think we're going to divide it by?
360.
Times whatever the area formula for a circle is, pi r squared. So it kind of makes sense when you think about it. It's not one of those formulas that's just like, where in the world did that come from? Like, it makes sense. Okay, the only place they can trick you on this page, this is because it's pretty straightforward. The only place they can trick you is by giving you the diameter instead of the radius. Okay, so what I want you to do right now, this lesson is very straightforward. Pi, what's your radius?
5.
Squared. That's it. If they give you the diameter, you have to divide it by 2. So I'm going to give you a good 5 minutes, and I want you to try to finish 1 through 9. Okay, 1 through 9. All right, so if you're still working on 7, 8, and 9, that's fine. But at least check your answers for 1 through 6. Any problems on those? Which one? Oh, I thought I heard someone say yes. Be very careful how you plug it in your calculator. Oh, no, not this one. I'm thinking of the back. Never mind. Okay, let's talk about 7, 8, and 9. Because these are a little different, but I think it's doable. The area, so you're given the area is 153.9. And it's equal to, you want to find the diameter. So pi r squared. So all in all, we need to solve for the r. So what's my first step? Divide by pi. So 153.9 divided by pi gives me that. Okay, so now I'm going to write answer right here. Because, how do I get rid of the squared? Square root. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press my square root button, and then I'm going to press answer. So I don't have to write all that down, and my calculator just takes that and plugs it right here. So I get 6.999. But that's the what? What did I just find? That's the radius. What do we want to find? Diameter. So I have to multiply this by 2. So I put 13.9 or 14. Same thing for number 8. 400, was it 400.9? 490.9 divided by pi gives you that. Take the square root, multiply it by 2. What's the only difference in number 9? You don't find the diameter, you find the radius. So once you divide it by pi and take the square root, you're done. Okay? All right, flip to the back. All right, this is where we're talking about the sectors. Sectors is just a section of the circle. So you're going to take, it has to tell you how many degrees it is. So you take whatever the degree is, divided by 360 times pi r squared. So on number 1, what's the degree of the shaded section? 45. So area is equal to 45 divided by 360 times pi r squared. Now, last period, we had some problems putting this in our calculator. You can do it in a couple of different sections, but if you're going to do it all at one time, at least put your parentheses around it. 45 divided by 360, and then I'm going to just plug in pi 3 squared. And you should get 3.53. Did you try to plug that in your calculator? See if you got the same thing? I can plug it in my calculator all day long, but if you don't know how, that's when we get stuck.
For the first and second one.
They're the same thing, just cross it out. Think about number 3.
12.
We're finding the shaded section.
Why?
Do you see what I'm talking about on number 12? What did it give you? It gave you the angle of the non-shaded section. So if we know that this angle is 20, what does the rest of it have to be? 340. So you actually have to do 340 divided by 360 times pi 7 squared.
Is that 145?
Huh? Yes. Okay, go ahead and finish 316. Oh, man. Bless you. .5 inches squared for number 16? Couldn't you do this a second? What I did is probably what you did. Find the area of the whole thing divided by 3, right? Did anybody do it using a sector? How could I find this using a sector?
Because 360 divided by 3.
Right. If they're all congruent, then 360 divided by 3 tells you that this has to be 120. So you could do it that way as well. Okay? All right, I'm going to let you get started on your homework. Flip to the back. We are going to do 1 through 11 odd. All odd. That's 6 problems. And Jay already finished the whole thing.